This is the story of SISU, a brand that investors loved. When I first met SISU Vitamins, it was because of an investor who had purchased the brand and was expecting to sell it again at a significantly higher valuation in 2 years. We began by taking a look at the marketplace and what SISU was. What we discovered was a very cluttered, nondescript market, and SISU blended right in. The bottles were different colors, different shapes, different sizes. The logo was all over the place. There was no value proposition. So we drew up a list of things that we had to do in line with building a brand that investors loved. The first thing was to create a clear value proposition. Now, SISU in Finnish is inner strength. The founder of the company was from Finland. We said, there is our value prop. The vitamin that gives you inner strength. A cool European type of inner strength. We reflected that in the graphic design of the product and the industrial design. We bottled it in cool blue cobalt bottles, the first cool blue cobalt bottles in vitamin stores at that time. That made SISU stand out like an oasis of blue in cluttered vitamin stores. This was on purpose because what we had discovered is that vitamin store employees were not necessarily expert in vitamins and didn't know what to recommend. We had to create a brand that would move from early adopters who would pick out the vitamin because they were ahead of the curve and make it popular with mainstream audiences, the vast majority of buyers of vitamins who weren't educated and needed to be drawn in. We also created a new logo that reflected the cool European heritage and added visuals on each bottle that told you what that vitamin did. At the time, you weren't allowed to describe in words on the bottle what a vitamin did. So we got around that by using visuals. As a result of this, people who didn't understand vitamins were drawn to SISU bottles. Now this brings up another element of creating a brand investors love, the ripple brand. A ripple brand is a bit like dropping a stone in a pool of water. It creates concentric ripples. The strongest ripple is the one closest to the rock itself. In this case, that was the vitamin store. By creating better bottles, better graphics, and a telegraphing visual, we managed to create something that would draw mainstream consumers in at the store. When that was accomplished, we created an ad campaign on television and in print that would further drive home the message of Finnish inner strength. The result of all this? SISU sold again at a significantly higher valuation right on schedule. It was a brand that investors loved.